Before we get into your reading, I'd like to start by thanking everyone who has liked and commented on the videos, as well as subscribed and donated to my channel. I really appreciate it, you guys. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find all of my contact information, including my email and social media links, as well as links to my music and podcast in the description below this video. Okay, let's get into your reading.
What do we have for Scorpio? High Priestess, Pisces energy at the foundation of the reading, Scorpios. Scorpios, before I began your reading, I heard very clearly, iron fist in a velvet glove. This is used to describe somebody who's very gentle, but is in fact forceful and determined on their path. And seen as this High Priestess is coming in at the foundation, your stability, the structural properties of your life, I'm getting a message here that despite what may be going on around you, Scorpios, whether it's in your own individual life or what you are witnessing, like all of us, on the world stage, you must stay focused, determined. And there is a very pronounced energy here of moving very silently, keeping your emotions under the surface, wearing the mask that you need to wear, Scorpios, to get to where you need to get to. It's as if we have this laser point vision and focus right now, but there's so much going on around us that's trying to actually distract us, trying to infiltrate our auric fields. There's so much movement taking place inside the Scorpio collective right now. A lot of you are on path, or you're really close to it. You've been doing what you've been guided to do. This is why there's so much chaos and destruction, again, in your own individual lives and all around you. And we're only really seeing a very small portion of it, which sounds strange because what we're witnessing is monumental in nature. However, on the astral plane, Scorpios, it's like an atomic bomb has been dropped. The energy is scattered. It's everywhere. There's complete and utter chaos. So this is why right now, Scorpios, I need to deliver this message to all of you that you need to remain steadfast, strong, and not falter on your path ahead. Don't simply put, Scorpios, do not alter your plans based off of the fear that is trying to block you on your path. The enemy, whether in your own individual life or collectively, for all of us, feels threatened, feels the transformation, feels the shift. There's a mass awakening taking place inside the Scorpio collective right now. The veil has been ripped down. It no longer exists. You know, in the past, I channeled through messages of the veil becoming thin, or us being able to see through the veil. And it's led us to this point right now, Scorpios. There is no more veil. The truth is in front of your face. But a lot of people have a really hard time accepting the truth, accepting what they're being shown because the programming runs so deep. It's a lot easier, seemingly, in the here and now to accept the lie. So we don't disrupt what is perceivably comfortable for us. This is just an energy of being completely indoctrinated. You'd rather accept the lie than accept the truth. Because accepting the truth means you have to fight. You have to fight for your own life and fight for the lives of your brothers and sisters collectively. But Scorpios, you're only meant to be focused on what you can control right now. It's too easy to become distracted with things that we can't control, and it's very frustrating. I know, Scorpios, I deal with this on a daily basis. A lot of you out there would put on the cape if you knew it was going to make a difference. But the position we're in now calls for us to stay focused on what we can control, Scorpios. And what you can control is how you show up to the party, so to speak. What do we have at the sacral, please? Oh, wow. 5 of Wands, Leo energy at the sacral. And there it is. There's the chaos. There's the destruction. There's the distractions coming onto your path. They feel all of us shifting collectively. You may have people coming back from the past, people that are just trying to weasel their way back into your life, to stop this elevation from happening, to stop this ascension from taking place. They feel the cords disintegrating, those energetic cords that are trying to keep you engaged in these previous karmic cycles. There's a massive portal open right now, Scorpios. It opened on 8/8. And the way we step through this is by focusing, like I said, on what you can control in the here and now. If you do that, you will be able to cross the threshold and step into this new timeline. God is protecting his chosen right now, Scorpios, but you must follow guidance. No matter what consequences or no matter what may come with that, you must follow your higher guidance right now, Scorpios. It's more important than ever. Scorpios, if you could see what I have been shown on the astral plane the past few weeks, you wouldn't hesitate to make the changes and allow for this transformation to come through for you. In fact, a lot of you have access to this. It all has to do with vibration. See, the more you release, the more you're given access to, the more you become disengaged from the illusion, from the matrix that we are all living in, the more you allow for this clear guidance to come through. Some of you have already gotten these messages, these visions, and it's too hard to accept. It's too hard to break away from the illusion, and I get it. I'm somebody who's always nurturing my connection with Source because of what I do here, and I still get hit with this energy that wants me to see things differently, that wants me to accept the lie. You need to become more aware, Scorpios, of when this is taking place. If you feel something trying to distract you from the truth, that is a spiritual attack. And what I've noticed as well in the collective, a lot of these spiritual attacks, yes, are directed at you individually speaking with people you're dealing with in your everyday lives, but there's also this collective attack taking place. They're just targeting the entire Scorpio collective because you are the 8th house of transformation. You are on the front lines. You are the face of change. You are the phoenix rising from the ashes, Scorpios. We have a massive shift that's going to take place inside the collective here very soon. It will get to the point where we will be living in a reality where just about everybody is awake, and there won't be a single person that will be able to deny the truth they're being presented with. And those who do not want to accept the truth are going to be left behind, Scorpios. In fact, most of you have already left a lot of these people behind already. You don't resonate with these people anymore. You don't want to live the lie. You don't want to live inside the illusion. You want to see the truth. As painful as that may be, there is no other way, and you know that, Scorpios. We have a great opportunity here to step into this new timeline, ready to fight. But right now, Scorpios, you need to prepare in all aspects of your life. First, you must prepare your vessel, yourself, spiritually, mentally, physically. And again, like I was speaking about in the last Scorpio reading, we are still in this Venus retrograde, so now is the time for it. Now is when you have the support. This is why we're seeing so much chaos in the world right now. It's very focused right now because of the shift that is getting ready to take place. As long as you're shifting with the tides, so to speak, Scorpios, you will be protected. There's an energy here that is breeding fear. They want you to feel like you can't move forward because you're too scared, Scorpios. But you need to go directly through that fear, however that's showing up for you in your own individual life. Each one of you are dealing with circumstances and situations that are really mirroring what is happening in the collective. See, as above, so below, micro to macro. Typically, a version of what is taking place collectively and even astrologically is going to show up in your own life. So that's why it's very important you stay focused on what you can control. And you stay very determined, Scorpios. Laser focus. What do we have at the solar plexus, please? Queen of Swords. Laser focus is right. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy at the solar plexus. Scorpio, there's an energy here of you being very honest with yourself and what's taking place in your life. You're ready to do the work in order to transform and step through this portal. You're not accepting the lie anymore. This is a very strong-minded energy, somebody who's capable of going it alone if need be. You're very independent in your thought and judgment, Scorpios. You're not allowing anyone or anything to affect your vision of where it is you need to get to. This is a very far-sighted, very intuitive energy. But there's also this very cool demeanor, very private in regards to your movements, what you're doing right now, Scorpios. Now is not a time to be living out loud, so to speak. Now is a time to really hunker down and prepare yourself for the transformation. Once you're through the portal, then yes, we will move into, let's say, a ninth house energy of Sag, which is the obvious next evolution of the Scorpio energy, which is you coming out into the world, speaking your truth. I'm getting an energy here of some of you being public speakers. Some of you are going to be doing things to help the collective transform. Some of you may already be doing this. I'm picking up on a lot of different things that the Scorpio collective is preparing to engage in. But if you start to understand, Scorpios, that you have 12 zodiac signs, 12 archetypes that you have access to. See, you being a Scorpio just means that you were born in the season of Scorpio, but you actually have access to all of the energies of all of the archetypes. This is how you truly master yourself. You harness each energy from each different archetype when you need it the most. So right now, Scorpios, you're going through transformation, and you will then access the Sag energy. And then there'll be another time when you access your Scorpionic energy again. As soon as you start to master all of these different archetypes, Scorpios, you will become unstoppable. There's an energy here of great confidence and power inside the Scorpio collective right now. But there's also a lot of manipulation. I'm picking up a lot of gaslighting, a lot of superficiality that's being put on your path to try and distract you, to try and get you to stop moving forward. The gaslighting is a tactic that individuals are going to use in your life to make you think that you're crazy, to make you think that your perception and the way you see things isn't accurate or is conspiracy-like. But be aware of the people who come onto your path, Scorpios, and tell you that something you're perceiving is a conspiracy theory. These are people that we now need to steer clear of, because there's one of two things going on there. Either they're completely indoctrinated, living the lie, and rather than wake up themselves and do the work, they would rather try and re-engage people in the illusion because they feel it's a lot easier than accepting the lie that we're all being fed. And the second being that these are actually agents, so to speak, that want you to think that what you're perceiving, what you're seeing with your own two eyes is not correct, that there must be something wrong with you. When you think about where the term conspiracy theory came from, the CIA, it's peculiar that we don't understand what's taking place here. See, the indoctrination is so powerful, it's so strong, Scorpios, and it's all around us. Why? Why is it there? Unless there was something that they were trying to hide. And again, there's a version of this unfolding in your life, Scorpios, and on the collective stage. What do we have at the heart, please? Three of Pentacles, Capricorn energy at the heart. Eight of Pentacles, Virgo energy at the throat. Scorpio, there's an energy here that is trying to come in and stop you from what you're doing, but they're going to present you with another offer. It's like a bribe. It's really the energy of selling your soul, selling out to the illusion. Like, wait, Scorpio, just hold up a second. How about if we give you this? You know, we'll really sweeten the deal as well, right? It's like an energy that wants to use some sort of bribery, trickery to get you to stop shifting. For some of you, this can simply come down to money, something material, but it is an energy of selling out, Scorpios. And this is a version of selling your soul. A lot of you are speaking up about things that have happened to you on your path, and I feel an energy that's trying to devise a plan to come through and get you to stop what you're doing. So some of you may be speaking your truth right now about things that happened to you in your childhood, maybe family dynamics. This is very threatening in nature to the individuals that you may be pointing the finger at, so to speak. It's as if these individuals are behind the scenes right now trying to think of ways to come back through and bribe you, try to get you to stop. Wait, Scorpio, what about if I give you this? Will you just kind of leave it alone? It's an energy that wants you to leave it alone, Scorpios. Don't fall for this trick. This is nothing more than another extension of the devil working through these individuals. Because on a macro scale, if they can get a win over you, Scorpio, and get you to stop moving forward in this direction, then they've incrementally knocked out another threat. You being the threat, Scorpio. You need to walk in your truth and speak your truth. And anybody who comes on your path right now, Scorpios, and tries to get you to stop or take that away from you is the enemy. I don't care if it's a family member, a friend, a lover, whoever it may be in your life, Scorpios, you need to start recognizing the enemy for who they really are. This Eight of Pentacles, Virgo energy at the throat, is where you are. This is where you're going. You're progressing forward. You're building something. You're in your purpose. You're on your way to fulfilling your destiny. I just heard so clearly, you can see right through these people. You need to accept what you're seeing, Scorpios. Like I said, the veil is gone. So what you're feeling intuitively, the downloads you're getting, although the astral plane is complete chaos right now, you are getting very clear messages, Scorpios. They're coming through fast. Also, pay attention to your dreams. The dream realm is very chaotic right now. It's almost apocalyptic in nature. I feel a lot of you are getting messages. You're getting visions. You're getting examples of what is trying to unfold inside your reality. Pay attention to all of this right now, Scorpios. You don't need to fear anyone or anything. You are what's to be feared. There's this energy of you preparing right now with this Eight of Pentacles, Scorpios. It's an energy of you cultivating the land that is your life, the land that is your reality. There's a lot of spiritual growth taking place inside the Scorpio collective right now. The Scorpio collective is awake or is waking up. It's like this sleeping giant, and you're all coming together collectively to create this shift. It's like a giant phoenix rising from the ashes, and each and every one of you are an incremental piece to this rising from the ashes. The more distraction that comes on your path, Scorpios, the more lies, the more gaslighting, the more tactics they use, the more attention you need to give to the details, to what this is you're building here. However this shows up for you. And again, there's something here around communication. Eight of Pentacles at the throat. What do we have at the third eye, please? Two of Wands, Aries energy at the third eye. This is where you need to be right now, Scorpios. Looking at our reality from this higher vantage point. There you are with the world in the palm of your hand. This higher perspective and this perception, looking at things from this universal vantage point, is going to be the key to bring forth this shift in your life, in our lives. This is an energy of you standing in your personal power, staying very forward focused on your future plans and progressing forward without falter. A lot of you are working on things that are going to bring you a lot of success. There's this energy of originality that I'm also picking up from a lot of you. A lot of these things you're working on, you've been told to put it down or to give it up. Not because you weren't any good at these things, because you present a threat. There's something here about the direction you're moving, creating support in other people's lives. I'm very much getting the energy here of healers, spiritual soldiers. See, each one of us is tasked with finding our purpose and heading towards our destiny. And each one of our purposes has to do with helping, support, and serve the collective at large. Our purpose is a custom made just for us, but they all attribute to helping shift the collective globally. The sooner you understand this, Scorpios, the sooner you will step into this new timeline. I believe that once we all shift onto this new timeline, we will enter into the golden ages. We'll enter into a reality where the chaos becomes less and less. Everything we've experienced up until that point becomes a fading memory. This is called timeline jumping, Scorpios. And though this is something that we need to master in our own individual lives, It's all to do with the collective timeline jumping together. This can be perceived as the rapture. Most of the Bible, if not all of it, speaks in a form of metaphor. So if all of us are working to align with our purpose and fulfill our destiny, this means that we're all trying to shift together, trying to timeline jump. So who's to say that this isn't a form of rapture taking place in our lives, aligning with the timeline of peace and purpose, Scorpios? What do we have for the crown, please? Devil, Capricorn energy at the crown, and I have the Six of Swords on the bottom of the deck. This speaks on everything that I'm picking up here, Scorpios. This energy of timeline jumping. This devil, Capricorn energy, is representing the material world. This is where we are right now. They're trying to indoctrinate us into a reality where spirit, essentially the high priestess, is on the bottom, the root chakra. And the devil is on the top. This is what the pentagram means. It's when you put spirit on the bottom and the material world on the top. This is how they indoctrinate us into the lie, distract us from seeing the truth. And then before we know it, we've sold out, essentially sold our souls to the lie. Right now, all of us are breaking these shackles. These shackles are representative of the people, places, things, behavioral patterns, addictions in your own individual lives. We have many, many shackles, energetic cords of attachment, rather, that have been put in place to keep us down, to keep our vibration low, so we don't align with this energy of purpose. See, it's all about our vibrations. Each and every one of these things that are put on our path are there to keep us in a low vibrational version of ourselves so we don't recognize the truth and fight back. See, you merely not accepting the lie, whether it's in your own individual life or collectively, it's going to be both for all of us, is you imposing a massive blow on this opposing force, Scorpios. You are threatening to break free of this, Scorpios. You're detaching from this energy. You're reclaiming your power because you have that one thing that they cannot take from you, Scorpios, and that is hope. Hope cannot be destroyed. Hope is the one thing that will allow us to not only win the war in our own individual lives, but collectively speaking as well. What do we have at the foundation, please? Four of Cups, Cancer energy at the foundation. And this is that energy, Scorpios, that's trying to keep you engaged in the karmic cycle. It's a very deceptive energy that's doing things behind the scenes to sabotage your growth. For a lot of you, this is family, friends, people that are very threatened by you. And like I was saying earlier on in the reading, these individuals would rather put the time into trying to re-engage you in these karmic cycles that keep you stuck and indoctrinated in the lie than actually wake up to the truth themselves. The truth is too painful for them to bear. So they put all of their time, effort, and energy into forcing you to accept the lie that you've broken free from, because you are a Scorpio and you are transformation personified. These people are staring right in your face. These people have been the common denominators in all your failures, Scorpios. But rather than succumbing to these failures, Scorpios, change your mindset around what failing actually means. Failing just means that you are one step closer to winning. See, these individuals here want to keep you stuck in the energy of failure, thinking that there's nothing left to do but to give up and submit. Don't allow your failures to define you. You need to define your failures. And what I mean by this, Scorpios, is harness that valuable wisdom from the failure to help navigate you on your path to the success. You have now transmuted and defined what that failure looked like, and you are less likely to fail at it again. It's all in your mindset, Scorpios. Failure gives you a chance to rethink and come back stronger with different reasoning, Scorpios. When you try and fail, you learn how important it is to persevere. You learn to love yourself through failure. I don't care if you fail at something 100 times, Scorpios, you never, ever stop, especially if it's something that is calling you from within. What do we have? The sacral, please. Page of Pentacles, Marax, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy at the sacral. This is exactly what I was picking up here. This is this energy. Doesn't want you to progress forward. Doesn't want you to put a solid plan in place. Wants you to miss out on your life. It's an energy that wants you to stay engaged inside this heavy energy of failure. The way you navigate these situations, Scorpios, for a lot of you, is your story of hope. You know, all the struggles I went through in my life has become my story of hope. I never in a million years thought that there would be this many people in the world that would want to listen to me speak because they somehow relate to what I've been through as well. It helps them to understand what they're going through. Just know, Scorpios, whatever struggles you're going through in your life, there's at least one person in the world that is going through the exact same thing or a version of what you're going through. And we're made to think that we're an isolated case, that we're just weird, that there's something wrong with us. See, once you get on the other side of this energy and you recognize that, you'll never look at your life the same ever again. I was made to feel that way, that what I was going through in my life from a very young age, before I was even 10, I was being told that I was weird. The way I think about life is off, is wrong. They tried to reprogram my mind to think in a way that was not in alignment with evolution and source. Now, because I am where I am, I'm able to measure what that energy actually was. And it's demonic in nature. It's an energy that's indoctrinated into the system of control. And I always had that deep knowing that there was something off with my surroundings, the people in my family. I never felt connected to any of them. I always felt like I was an outcast. And they always made sure to make me feel that way. This is what a lot of you are breaking out of right now, Scorpios. What do we have at the solar plexus, please? Strength, Vine, Leo energy at the solar plexus. Further adding to everything we're picking up here, Scorpios, this is an energy of self-doubt. It's an energy of lacking self-discipline. The people, places, things that keep you indoctrinated in the illusion, in the karmic cycle, not able to transform. This represents all of that. This is what you're starting to see clearly now. You're being honest with yourself about what it is that's been holding you back this entire time, and you're reclaiming your power. And the way you find the truth, Scorpios, the way you start to uncover who you really are is through self-love, balancing that spirit, mind, and physical body, coming into alignment, and listening to your higher guidance as a means to pull you out of the darkness. This is what represents all of that, Scorpios. Nothing would make them feel more powerful, Scorpios, than being able to say that they were the one or the ones that turned you away from the divine light and got you to bow down to the darkness. Devil at the crown. This and this alone, Scorpios, is why they're so hungry to take you down, because there's something inside of them that will be so deeply quenched when they're able to extinguish your light. It's very vampiric in nature, but this should be a clear indication of how truly significant and powerful you actually are, Scorpios. If they're coming at you with the full force of hell, then this should give you an idea of what it is you're meant to accomplish in this life cycle. What do we have at the heart, please? Wow. Dandelion, Pisces energy, the High Priestess, infamy. So we have the High Priestess twice, but this is a negative polarity. This is an energy that's trying to disconnect you from your higher guidance. They don't want you to listen to your inner voice, Scorpios, your intuition, your spiritual GPS system. They want to cloud your insight, block your intuition. They want to completely indoctrinate you into the 7 deadly sins, right? 7 chakras. When you flip the chakras, they turn to the 7 deadly sins. This is you bowing down to the devil and living your life with a twisted chakra system. See, each one of the 7 deadly sins is the negative polarity of the balanced chakra. For example, the root chakra, when balanced, is you feeling very grounded, safe, secure. When it's twisted, this is an energy of greed, having a lust for power, completely indoctrinated by the material world. When your sacral is twisted, this is an energy that's very lusty and hedonistic, very manipulative, focused on sex, and so on and so on. See, each one of these behavioral patterns that they try to engage us in threatens the balance. When you have a balanced chakra system, you allow for the divine energy to flow through you. Your intuition clears out and you become a vessel for source. That's why they bombard us with so many distractions on a daily basis inside our reality. Fear, fear, fear. This is what it's all about, Scorpios. It's all around us. No matter how much chaos you're witnessing, Scorpios, or no matter how much chaos is coming onto your path, it's very important that you recognize it for what it is and keep pushing forward in power. Unfortunately, we're going to see more and more of this the more the collective wakes up. And this is coming in right at the heart chakra, Scorpios. You know, Scorpios, I don't want to speak too much on this because of the sadness that I have for what took place in Maui. But I do want to say one thing. Maui is where the heart chakra of the planet is located. And what took place there on the astral plane has triggered a shift globally of truth and illumination around what is actually taking place in our realities and in this world. And I'm not here to push onto anybody what I feel, what may or may not have actually taken place there, the truth behind it all. But what I do want to say, Scorpios, is that it's very important that you become free thinking. Don't allow anybody to think for you, Scorpios, especially now more than ever. You know, we need to start recognizing those who want to think for us. Nobody should let you allow them think for you. And anybody who does do this, Scorpios, you need to beware of, because these are people that are trying to control the narrative. Believe what you see with your own 2 eyes. Believe what your intuition is telling you. And as hard as that may be to accept, Scorpios, there's no other way for us to get out of this. As soon as we start accepting the truth and standing up and fighting for what's right, for ourselves and our own individual lives, and for our brothers and sisters collectively, we will not eradicate this world of the darkness. We are here to fight. They want us to lay down and take it. They don't want us to remember that the whole reason why we came here was to actually fight. We came here to keep the balance of the planet. A lot of you may be having interactions with animals right now. There's just a lot of signs and synchronicities all around you. This is the earth speaking to you, Scorpios. And the reason why this is happening is because you're matching your vibration to the earth. You are a custodian. You are a light worker. You are a healer. You are here for a divine purpose. We are the custodians of this planet. Don't allow them to gaslight you and tell you that what you're seeing with your own 2 eyes is delusional. And then we have the 10 of Cups, Divine Warrior. Scorpio, this is you coming into alignment. Your spirit, your mind, your body. You can't see it in this depiction, but right here, there is a child on this individual's lap, crying. This is representing your higher self, your lower self, which is where we are right now, and then your inner child. All 3 levels of you coming into calibration right now. This is an energy of awakening. Divine Warrior. This is who you are. This is all taking place because we're aligning, we're coming into harmony. We're stepping through the portal, Scorpios. Keep fighting, keep pushing forward, Scorpios. However that may look in your own individual life. Do not lay down and give in. Not now, not never. What do we have at the throat, please? Knight of Swords, Harahel, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, the all-pervading God, intellectual richness. This is an energy of a major lifestyle change taking place inside your reality, Scorpios. It's also a very fast-thinking energy. This is the energy of a soldier. Very deliberate moves need to be made in your life right now, Scorpios. Very incisive. You should have gained enough wisdom up until this point to be confident in the moves that you're making, Scorpios. And this brings us back to what we were channeling in regards to failure. Don't be afraid to move because you think you're going to fail. Remember, failure is just crossing out one more path that you know does not result in the success. What do we have at the third eye, please? And there it is. I knew we were going to see this card in this reading. There you are, Scorpios. The Death card. Mamma mia. God, the end of the universe. Endings and rebirth. Influences health and longevity. This is the phoenix rising from the ashes. This is a death to the old timeline, the old way of doing things. A death to these outmoded and outdated belief systems that they want you to hold on to so you stay indoctrinated into the illusion, into the matrix, into the lie. This is you being a free thinker and you deciding on what you believe to be true and what not to be true. Don't give up your mind to anybody, Scorpios. If they have your mind, they have your life. This is you surrendering yourself to something bigger, Scorpios. Understanding that we're all in this together. No matter whether you're alone in your everyday waking life, completely isolated, like a lot of you are, like I am, you are not alone. In fact, on the astral plane, we're all together. We're this very powerful force on the front lines of change. But there's many layers to this spiritual war. Our conscious awareness that this level of the game inside our three-dimensional environments is to try and take our truth away from us. See, to fight this war, we have to enter into this matrix where we're vulnerable to these attacks, where we're vulnerable to the lie and forgetting who we really are. Stand in power and stand in your truth, Scorpios. But like I said at the beginning of the reading, iron fist, velvet glove. What do we have at the crown to close that for Scorpios? The Emperor, Aries energy to close out the reading, Scorpios. Michael, like unto God, political authority, gives safe travel and protects against conspiracies. There's this Kundalini force taking place in your life right now, Scorpios. You have this energy of spiritual aptitude, and you also have an understanding of how you deal with all of this in your own individual life. Has an incremental effect on the collective at large. This is so very important, Scorpios. A lot of us are made to feel like there's nothing we can do. We're in a sense powerless to what's happening all around us. But it's very important you stay focused on what you can control. Because on the astral plane, Scorpios, you couldn't even possibly begin to imagine how much of a difference that actually makes. There's no measure of it inside our reality. You think to yourself, if I do this and that, it's not going to make any difference. It's not true at all, Scorpios. The sooner you come to understand how life, reality, energy, the balance that we keep between our spirit, mind, and physical body, the sooner you will start to see these major transformations taking place in your life and all around you. The world needs you to stay strong right now, Scorpios. And keep marching forward in power. Take back your reality. Take back your life. And when you do this, you'll give us a win on the astral plane. And then as above, so below, that's going to start showing up in our waking lives. I don't know how many of you Scorpios out there are in Maui, but just know that I'm praying for all of you, and my heart is with you. Scorpios, this is the messages I have for you, depending on where you are on this timeline, should you choose to accept. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading, you can find all of my contact details in the description below this video. And thank you for your donation, Scorpios. Take care.